The research that is emerging about brains and how they develop, and about children's brains in particular and how they develop in response to traumatic experiences, can really inform us as therapists about how to understand what's going on for a child. But it can also, if it's kind of presented in a way that's accessible, really inform foster carers and potentially children and young people themselves. And so using these ideas about why children and young people find it more difficult to kind of take in good care, why their reward systems are differently kind of wired, and why sometimes those attempts at being caring and those attempts at offering something warm and connected and attuned are not always going to hit the mark. I think that can be really helpful. It really validates a foster carer's experience of that kind of endless attempts to look after a child, and often those attempts being rebuffed or rejected or just not hitting the mark in the way that they intended. And similarly, an understanding of kind of threat response and the way that a child is looking out for threats in their lives and why they're doing that, really being able to connect with, even if we don't know the details of their early experiences, being able to connect with the vulnerable younger child that they were and the way that they were harmed and the way that they were exposed to harm, and how they carry that with them and how that kind of now impacts their interactions with other people, the way that they can manage new situations. If therapists and foster carers can understand those things, then they can help a child to understand themselves and kind of maybe be less blaming as adults, but also potentially help the child to be less self-blaming and kind of develop a sense that these are things that they need to understand, but that they can kind of work towards responding differently and being able to take in care more easily and being able to be more trusting and being able to feel safe more of the time. And that can really make a difference, I think, to every aspect of the kind of fostering setup.